We all know that growing our own food in our garden is good for our health, but did you know that you can grow your own medicines? Today we're going to teach you how to make your own garden tonic. Hi, this is Dr. Christensen and welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to teach you how to make your own super powerful and potent garden tonic with things that you can grow yourself. This garden tonic has been used for literally millennia by people throughout the world to help strengthen the immune system and to fight illness and disease. What we use today are simple tools that are readily accessible to all of us. The white onion is a good tool. It is used to strengthen the immune system, to fight bacteria and virus, as well as strengthen and open up the lungs. Garlic, of course, is the king of all herbs, which has antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral properties, which will strengthen the immune system and build your health. Horseradish, of course, is an herb that I tell people, once this gets started in your garden, it's never going to go away. It just keeps coming and coming. It opens up the sinuses, it increases the circulation, and helps to heal. Ginger root, which you may not be able to grow in your own garden, but readily available in your grocery store. This is a tropical herb, and so unless you grow it indoors, it's not going to survive in the cold winter weathers that we have here in the Mountain West. Finally, we spike this with the herb turmeric. Turmeric is known as anti-inflammatory, it's anti-cancer, it helps with the digestive tract. It's just a good herb. Studies find that if you take turmeric, it's much better if it crosses your taste buds rather than taking it in a capsule. And so making our garden tonic here with the turmeric that you actually taste is really a good move. The recipe for this is really quite simple. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a half a cup of the garlic. Now with this we're going to be straining it later, so we really don't need to worry about taking the paper off. Simply approximately half a cup, which is about a bulb and a half. You could even throw the button or the tail in, because it's gonna be ground up. But we're just gonna throw that in there. Half a cup of the white onion, which is gonna be about half of this onion here. Throw that in the blender. Half a cup of the ginger root. Chop that up a little bit. That's about right there. Again, you don't need to be real precise with your measurements. With this, as far as straining it, once you strain it, it's gonna really strain real nicely as far as squeezing it, because these are already full of water themselves. The next ingredient is hot peppers. I often like to use the habaneros. They're real warm. These are serrano peppers. We're going to put a few of those in here because I do want it a little bit warmer. I'm going to spike it with just a little bit more cayenne pepper, and I'll just sprinkle some of that in there. The nice thing about this formula is you can tailor it to what you want to do. So if you don't like it quite so hot as I do, then you can tone it down a little bit. The peppers, by the way, are great circulation stimulants, and so we know when you bite into a hot pepper, your face turns red, and so cayenne does have medicinal properties that really are unparalleled. It helps to get the other herbs, the medicinal properties that are found therein, to the end of the row, so to speak. Finally, we're going to add some turmeric. I'm going to add two tablespoons of turmeric. just like that. And this is a formula that we use apple cider vinegar for. And so apple cider vinegar, if you go back to one of my earlier YouTube videos, we teach how to make apple cider vinegar, and so literally you could grow most of this stuff yourself. And so we put the apple cider vinegar in, we put the lid on. Always hold the lid down. We've had more blenders explode when people don't do that. And you don't need to blend this until it's completely mush, but just so that it's chunked up real good. We pour that. You can see the nice yellow color from the turmeric. We're going to wash this out a little bit more. I tell people, don't be stingy with the herbs that you add, but be greedy when you're trying to get everything out of it. And then we're just going to top this off here. This formula is going to be shaken twice a day for 2 weeks, and then you're going to strain it. Important note for straining this, because it's got peppers in it, it is hot. And so if you strain it barehanded using your paint strainer, as we've talked about in other videos, you're gonna have very, very hot hands. It will last about 6 days. That's the voice of experience telling you that. And so we put the label. Everything is labeled and dated. This is our super potent garden tonic. I love the taste. This is my go-to formula if I don't feel well. I've even been known to use this on my salads as a salad dressing. You put the vinegar and all the herbs on your salad with some olive oil, and it's really quite delicious. And so try this. You can buy literally everything you need in the grocery store in the produce section, and it's an easy formula to use, and it's one of our favorites. If you like this video, share it, and remember to subscribe. Thanks.